welcome back. Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. Tonight's special is the buy one get one free. That means any reading that you purchase, you buy it, you get one free. Won't be on for very long. Just depends on like who shows up. It's pretty amazing.
I'm Deborah Shigley. I'm a mom of
God,
5.
commercial. YouTube, just stop it with the commercials now. Is anyone else annoyed by the commercials as much as I am on YouTube? It's almost like there's just too many, in my opinion. I'll find myself like skipping through a dozen while trying to watch a 10-minute video. It's super annoying. Hey, welcome to the Chammy. How are you today? Yep. What is that? What do you mean, what is that? It's nail polish? Is that what you're asking about? Nail polish a long time ago to do artwork with, and I just recently found it. the moderator's here. She bites, so she's gonna crack the whip on you if you make her feel uncomfortable. Okay, Molly, how you feeling, sweetheart? Look at this beautiful gardenia that Daddy picked for me from the garden. It's so beautiful. It smells so good. I made gardenia perfume this summer. I just haven't done anything with it yet. Also, I might have an order for Haus from England for Nikki's mother. To get her some Raven Balm. Does he do international? You might want to ask him for me. I just haven't had a chance to email him. I was going to do it this weekend and make my order. I wanted to get information about an international order. Before I did that, maybe you could talk to him about it since I know you like talking to him. Which nail polish is this one too? 24 nail polishes. That's almost that's a nail polish for all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. And then some. Hey Fiona, welcome back to the channel. How are you? Which one is this? Is this a Raven Red? How's your day been, Fiona? Hey Liz, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you too. Nice. Oh, I just love that color too. Let me see if I've got to have one here. I have to be like really careful because I'm allergic to nail polish, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but I started doing my best to try to seek out like nail polishes I'm not allergic to that are like plant-based. I just haven't found the ones I bought yet. I'm somewhere, I don't know where they are. I think one of my favorite colors to wear, and I've seen Liz wearing this color, is the pearlescent white color. It's really pretty. And I like wearing the dark blood reds. Like, I like that better than black. Actually, my favorite nail polish is Revlon's Raven Red. And that was my favorite lipstick for years, but they discontinued it. I don't even know if I could find one online. I've been looking for one for years. Yeah.
I give you that button for the light. What you do?
Oh, it should be there on the human dog bed. I'll be right back.
I
I gotta get some for my dad. Also, another favorite nail polish and favorite lipstick of mine was, what do I think here? Oh yeah, Chanel's Vamp. That lipstick and nail polish, I really like that one. But that's when I noticed I was allergic to nail polish. Is when I purchased that for the first time. Now, one of the nail polishes that I love so much, and I still have it in the fridge after 15 years, is I think it's Yves Saint Laurent or Lauren or whatever you call it, Stormy Gray or something like that, and it's gray, but it's like a purple sheen. I'm gonna go get it. I don't know if it'll show, but I'm gonna get it. I keep like my most expensive and cherished pieces of makeup and nail polish in the fridge. And I cannot believe that this nail polish has stayed good since it came out in like 2009. I think the lead singer of Tokyo Hotel was wearing this somewhere and everybody went crazy for it. It's called Stormy Gray. Now, the thing about this nail polish, yeah, it looks gray in the bottle, but once you get it on your fingertips, it actually is a sparkly lilac gray color. It's not a sparkly like it's just a very pearlescent gray, but it's lilac. I love this color. Let's see if I can actually put a light on it. Maybe you can see it through the bottle. But once it goes on your fingertips, it turns into a lilac color. What are you looking for now?
I'm gonna put that thing over there.
Okay. Yeah, it is a pretty bottle. What's it called again? It's been so long since I've used it.
Put the light on.
Please don't turn. So rude. I could have done that myself. Could you please turn the light off? Thanks. I have a terrible headache. I've had a terrible headache all afternoon. I don't think it's going to go away. I didn't even really want to do a live, but I thought I would come by and at least say hi to you guys, see how y'all are doing.
What?
Good night, Dad. I love you.
Say good night to everybody.
Yeah, it's called Stormy Gray. Yeah, I don't know if this headache's gonna go away or not. I took an aspirin, I took Tylenol. I drink a lot of water. Let me see. Yeah, I've had it for 16 years. Let me see what year it came out. Yeah, YSL's nail polish shade Stormy Gray was released in 2009 and it was part of the brand's fall makeup collection that year. So it's been like 15 years since that year, and it's literally held up in the refrigerator this whole time. And it doesn't break out my fingers. Like it's the only brand name nail polish that I'm not allergic to. I don't understand it unless it's a plant-based nail polish. So maybe this is a plant-based nail polish, one of like the first plant-based nail polish. Was that? I don't know, but I'm not allergic to it. No reactions. So what happens to me is I'll get really itchy around my cuticles, and then they'll start to blister and swell and get red. Oh my god, it's so painful. So like I can't wear a lot of these nail polishes I have. Like Revlon, I can't wear it anymore. Sally Hansen, OPI, yeah, so did not feel good. Hitting the floor and vibrating through my head. So I'll see a color I like. I really love this Buzz Lightyear green. Can't wear it. Hey Meryl, how are you, sweetheart? We're just talking nail polishes. God, I hope the headache will go away too. So, you know, packing materials got incredibly expensive after COVID. And I went to send out this item after COVID that I had sold on eBay. And it was so fucking expensive. Just getting it packaged up to send out. I was like, I just couldn't believe how much money was eaten up by just putting the damn thing in a box and sending it across the street. So anytime I ordered something or made a purchase, I would look at the packaging material and see if it could be recycled into other packaging material, because I have an eBay and Etsy business for years now. And I'm not getting ready, but I am like trying to sell all my stuff because I just really want to be a minimalist, you know. I'm tired of having all this shit that I don't need or use or triggers me. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna keep some of the best packing materials that I get in any kind of shipment that's sent to me that I make it as a purchase. Well, let's just say the what the fuck closet with the what the fuck packaging materials in it turned into a very deep packing material graveyard. And today I sorted through all of that. And I had to clean out the recycling bin because some moron put takeout trash in it. So there were maggots at the bottom of the bin, and just after all that, I was like, yeah, I'm done. Fuck everything. I still have the headache though. I probably should go put the nail polish back in the fridge before it melts. So the secret is, like, you want to keep your makeup good, you want to keep your expensive, nail polishes forever. Keep them in the fridge. I keep all my, keep my rose quartz roller, my stuff that I wash my face with. I keep a lot of my beauty products in the fridge. They just last longer and feel better going on my face, or, you know, when I use them. They last a lot longer. So, Dad has a little special drawer for all his salad stuff, and I have a little special drawer for all my beauty products. What nail polish can I wear? Like, what brand? Gosh, well, I can wear this one, the Essie one. It's a plant-based. That one doesn't mess me up. And then the YSL. There's another one that they sell at Sprouts. Let me see if I can get the name of it. Anything that's plant-based I can wear. It's very rare that I'll find one that's like designer or just at a grocery market or something like Essie or Makeup Counter that I'm not allergic to. It's really weird. I don't know what it is that I'm allergic to in it either, but it's probably, they probably have like titanium DMTA in it or something, or DMEA in it or something like that. Titanium dioxide is in a lot of stuff, and I'm allergic to that. Excuse me. Okay, so Mineral Fusions is a brand, a makeup brand that I use also. And you can buy it at Sprouts. You can buy it. You used to be able to buy it at Whole Foods. They sell base coats, polish remover, nail lacquers, lipstick, eyeliner, foundation, pressed powder, blush. And Mineral Fusions nail lacquers are 100% vegan, and it's formulated no animal-derived ingredients. It's also a brand that's formulated without many of the common harmful chemicals often found in nail polishes, including toluene, camphor, and formaldehyde. That's what it is. It's like there's formaldehyde in something, I will fucking die. Like, do not embalm me, okay? I'll have allergies in my death. Yeah, Mineral Fusions. I really love that foundation too, and their makeup is awesome. But so like, what will happen to me if I put this on is not only will I get the itchy fingers, but it almost feels like I can't breathe. It's almost like my nails go into anaphylactic shock. So I don't know. I just breathe. I feel like I breathe better without any nail polish on or without acrylic nails on. So when I do acrylic nails or I do nail polish, I make sure everything I'm using is plant-based, even like the glue that goes onto my finger to keep the nail on, which is very rare. Like, they have to be really cute for me to be like, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and stick that on my finger for a little while. Plus I'm a guitar player, so there's really no point in wearing long acrylic nails. I have been trying to grow my nails out because I like having long nails, but the style that I want to do my nails in, I have to grow them pretty long before I can clip them back. Because I can play guitar with, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of, have you ever heard of talon coffin nails? Like, it's just a shape, it's a design. They kind of look like a cross between the coffin ballerina nails and the talons of an eagle or hawk. So because they're curved in and they're pointed like this and curved, so they kind of look like this on the side, and they come out kind of looking like that, and it's real easy to maneuver the guitar neck so that the nails don't bend or push into the strings and then sound bad when you play guitar, or you break a nail. But I wanted to grow my nails out naturally and do the little mini talons. Mini talon coffin nails. But it's taking some time. Because I also had this horrible nail biting anxiety issue since I was a toddler, actually. So one reason they started painting my nails when I was young is to get me to stop doing that. But I'm all out of plant-based nail polish, so it's more like biting nails than painting nails right now. Although I might get some nail polish soon that I can wear that doesn't make me itchy. Because I do love painting my nails. I used to have this little box of stamps, nail stamps and stuff. So if I wanted to like stamp a leopard print on it, or zebra print, or flowers, or polka dots, I could just like take a stamp, paint the nail, take the stamp, press it into the paint, put it on the nail. It looks so pretty. Why are you crying, man? Let me go get the dog. We're gonna go to sleep soon. Are you beautiful? Yes. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Say hi, little. The people's princess puppy. Yeah, and now look up talon nails, like Talon talon nails. Look up those ones. Those are beautiful. I love them. My best friend Melanie in New England was like one of the first women to die of COVID in New England. She always had the talon nails, really, really long talon nails, like a hawk or an eagle or an owl. So I'll show you this one girl who had. I'll give you this channel about this one girl who does nail polish. But her niche is nail polish, but it's like some of the most rare and vintage nail polishes, like when nail polish first came out, or vintage nail polish from like the last 25, 30 years. The way that she's growing her nails, and I know they're natural, I know they're not acrylic, it's like what I'm trying to do. It's how I'm trying to grow mine. I know, they're beautiful. I love the talon nails. But it's easy for me to play my guitar. And since I'm not a 3-chord wonder like Dolly Parton, who can wear 9-inch nails and play 3 chords and not have any problems, I cannot wear 9-inch nails and play guitar at all. I can barely wear little tiny short acrylic nails and play guitar. So I absolutely love this channel. It's called Vintage Dusties. I love sharing the channels I'm subscribed to with you guys. I hope you guys find them interesting and find something that you like. Oh, what are you doing, baby? We're going to go to sleep soon, honey. So this one is the Vintage 90s Pure Ice Nail Polish and Ice Copper and Toe Bean Inventory. I just want you to check out her nails because this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm growing my nails out right now. Here's the link to Vintage Dusty's channel. And her nails are even more beautiful with no paint at all. So it won't be long now. It might take me a month or so because I'll have to grow them out and then clip them on the side. I don't know, maybe I can, yeah, I'll definitely have to grow them out a little bit more to get that effect. This one is, they're like nowhere close, but this one's almost there. What? Get up on the bed. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. So I feel like her nails are going to be perfect for me and my guitar playing. I'm not going crazy with like the acrylic talon nails like my girlfriend did, but I think they're beautiful. And I think those are like, her nails are like classic little mini talon coffin nails. I like them. She went to settle down on the couch. I know, don't they look good? Let's see if anyone's selling any Raven Red lipstick. I figured if I could find the Raven Red lipstick, maybe I could find the color again and make it myself. actually like went to try to buy it one day, and I ended up having to like get in touch with Revlon and wait for them to get back to me. And they were like, "No, we don't have any more Raven Red. We don't have any more, you know, from that batch, and we won't. Anytime we run out of a color, we won't remake it." They're like, the closest thing to Raven Red is going to be absolutely red, and I was like, "Yeah, it's too red and orange." I've looked for it for years, but I don't know, maybe this is it. I think Revlon Raven Red's nail polish was $7.50, so the lipstick would be $7.50 as well. Yeah, if anyone out there finds a Revlon Raven Red lipstick, let me know. Let a bitch know, because... Oh yeah, that's what they said. Revlon Red would be the closest to Raven Red, but it's really not. It's too pink. I'll probably never find it. You can find Marilyn Monroe's soap, but you can't find Revlon Raven Red. Yeah, I love the classic red lip look. I'm not too fancy on the red nail polish. I like the dark red nail polish and the classic dark red lip. And when I say dark, like, you can have, there are different shades of red, of course, and some reds are more orange and some reds are more pink. But I'm more into those reds that are a little bit more blue and purple because of the tone of my skin. I've got that olive tone, which is that green undertone. But see, now here's what's really weird, is it's like, okay, Revlon Bullet, Raven Red Lipstick 2 Vintage Rare. But it's telling me that it's Raven Red, right? But Revlon never, ever put their lipstick out in one of these. They never put their lipstick out in something like this. I mean, that just looks so gross. Revlon Products Corporation Raven Red, $1. No, this is like some kind of knockoff. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you know, you might accidentally buy this cootie lipstick on eBay and think, oh, that's Raven Red. But Revlon, this is definitely a fake product. Maybe I should flag it. I mean, as somebody who wore Raven Red for years, like, my mom had a whole bunch of it, so, like, I guess she liked it, so I picked it up when I was a teenager. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna wear this one. It's the one I like. So I'd always wear the matching lipstick and nail polish, because she had a ton of it, because she loved it. Then she stopped wearing makeup, so she gave it to me. I just don't remember Revlon ever putting out anything called Bullet lipstick. I mean, unless this is like before I was born, but Revlon's Raven Red was like a huge campaign in the early 90s. And it was like, oh, the Revlon's brand new. Like, I remember looking at my mom's old Vogue magazines and her telling me the story about it. This is weird. What I'm looking at. Doesn't make any sense. Revlon's just always been a simple black tube with the gold rings around it. So what I might have to do is I might have to get the nail polish out. So I have like 6 bottles left. And try to derive the lipstick color from it. Because I've been learning how to like I've been teaching myself, you know, how to make like perfumes. You know, because I have so many beautiful flowers here in the garden, like gardenias, jasmine, 4 o'clocks, lavender, lilac, roses, you know. Honeysuckles, and they're all just such wonderful lavender. They're all just such wonderful scents, and you know, I really enjoy like making my own perfume now, and I'm gonna get into making my own makeup as well, especially lipstick, because lipstick is like my thing. I like lips. I like to wear lipstick, but not necessarily a lot of foundation or base. Hey, welcome to the haunted house. I wonder if Google can show me a picture of show me any kind of Vogue campaign for that particular lipstick back then. I still have the, yes, I'm single, but I'm not desperate. Please try to stay on topic, or I or the moderator will hide you. This is about tarot, okay? This is about makeup right now, so not about if I'm single or not. And I'm happy being single. Sorry if you aren't. Good luck. I'm sorry if that seems rude, but I have boundaries and limits. Maybe come back with less personal questions and I won't block you next time. Yeah, they might have discontinued the Raven Red nail polish as well. Oh wait, here's the bottle. I don't know if you can see that, Fiona, but it's like a dark, it's like a dark cherry red. It's the best way I can describe it. And I love it. Some of your comments are, like I said, you know, YouTube is weird. YouTube is incredibly weird. It'll delete your comments and or they won't show up. That is so weird. What did you happen to say? So that's where you went. YouTube was deleting your comments. I wonder why. That is so weird. That is so weird. Yeah, I love the Raven Red color. I love it. I think I have one over on the table. And maybe that's what I'll do. I'll make my first lipstick and try to match it as close as I can to the Revlon's Raven Red nail polish, because the lipstick is just exactly like the nail polish, and I think they discontinued the nail polish as well. But like Revlon said, they'll have a color for so many years, for so many decades, and then once they run out of it, they're not going to make it again. I think let me see which one I'm wearing now. I can't remember the name of it. mean, I really only have like 4 lipsticks. One I have is called, it's a Revlon, and it's called Kiss Me Coral. And then there's this one that I always wear, which is my Raven Red replacement. I know it's kind of hard to see in the blue light, but I probably had this lipstick for 10 years. Since I went looking for the Raven Red again, and they told me, well, the closest one to it is going to be, let's see what they call it, Certainly Red. So I'm wearing Revlon. I'm always wearing this one by Revlon. Certainly Red's number 740, which would have been the red right before Raven Red, because Raven Red was 750. So you can kind of get an idea of the color. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can't see it. Well, you kind of can see it a little bit. What's on it? Oh, it's just extra lipstick on the side. Oh, somebody wear my lipstick? I'm going to put it on the paper. It'll be easier to see in the light. Maybe it'll just be easier to see on my finger. But it's not a bad color. It's certainly red, but it's no Raven Red. It's really weird. Oh, and I also have the MAC lipsticks, Heroin and Pure Heroin. I like those 2 colors as well. And I love the smell of MAC lipstick. It's really nice. My fingers are in so many pies. But you know what is nice about, so here's what's nice about Revlon lipstick compared to MAC and a lot of the other lipsticks I've tried. Revlon's lipstick does not stain. It doesn't stain my skin, it doesn't stain my clothes, it doesn't stain my lips, and I like that. I don't like a lipstick that stains, unless I know what the hell's in it. But yeah, I don't know. I really been wanting to make my own lipstick, but I love the smell of MAC. Revlon doesn't really have a smell to it. Never has. Yeah, it's it might be ADHD. I think I picked up a lot of this stuff, Fiona, because I am an only child between my parents, and my siblings are a lot older than me, so I've kind of always been like, okay, what's next? What can I learn next? Or what can I do next? Or what can I teach myself next? It's interesting. I really like to learn. I probably should make a singing app. The app I made, or have been making actually, the app is just like for spiritual education. But maybe I should make a singing app to teach people how to sing. Although I'm pretty sure those are out there now. AI teaching people how to sing. And I'm finding it difficult being an author because even though I've got, stories, I've got books published, and then I've got, new books I want to publish. I kind of like, I don't know if it's really worth it at the end of the day. But I'm going to do it anyways because I feel like the stories I'm trying to tell are super important. Super, super important. I'm gonna put my hair up. It's just this headache. It's like it feels like hot in here or something. Really? You think so? Intelligent. I don't know about that. Well, smart, yes, thank you. Intelligent? I don't know. I think if I was intelligent, maybe I would maybe be in a better situation. I was a little bit smarter. But maybe I'm working towards that, you know? I mean, I think we all make mistakes that we can learn from in our life. I mean, it doesn't make us stupid that we make mistakes. I mean, we're only human, right? But sometimes I wonder. Now, my grandfather was a genius. He was so smart. He was crazy. And he was an engineer. And he also helped invent, you know those big air conditioning units that you see on top of buildings in hospitals? That's like what he did. Like, he invented that kind of stuff and was really into, like, engineering and creating things like that. So maybe that's where I, like, get it from. I get it from him. My mom was definitely a lot smarter than me. She was a computer scientist. Can you imagine what it's like to be a computer scientist? And I think that's where I got into computers. Like, I've been actually literally on a computer since I was 5 years old. Really? And that's something interesting to think about, making the distinction, and that's interesting perspective. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I'm not really sure anybody's ever told me I was intelligent. I appreciate you saying that. You must be highly intelligent as well to perceive that kind of thing as well in people. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, to like talk to her about computer science and then the kind of things that she did with NASA and for NASA and the kind of work that she did, like it blows it blows my mind, like, to think about how smart she was. I just wish that she had been a little bit better to herself, and maybe she would still be here. So I'm trying to take really good care of myself because she'd want me to. But my mom always had like really low self-esteem. Like, no matter how smart she was, beautiful she was, kind she was, awesome she was, fun she was, creative she was. I feel like she was more creative and smart than me. And I know that's weird to say about your mom, but she was always really insecure. And she had an emotional eating disorder that went unchecked. So that didn't help. And all that stemmed from, sexual abuse as a child, and then having to be forced to run away from home, and do whatever she could to survive on the streets. And she put herself through the rest of school, and she became a nurse, and she got married, and but she said it was rough. It was really tough, but she said it was better than being locked in the basement or nailed and shut in the basement. So now, now I stay away from basements. Freak me out. Oh my God, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I should probably go to bed. How did my parents meet? My dad would frequent this Greek diner in Boston that she also frequented, and she was talking to some of her friends who owned the Greek diner, and he overheard her having car problems. Like, she was talking to them about the car problems, and he's like offered to help her with her car to fix it. And he did. He got the car fixed, and that's how they met. And then 3 months later, they got married. And I'm like, oh boy, wow. And then they lived happily ever after. So I really do believe that people can meet, fall in love, get married pretty quickly, and live the rest of their lives happy, healthy, happy, harmonious, and joyful until the end. I also believe that older women are just as capable of having babies as younger women in a safe and healthy way, especially if my incredibly Greek yaya could give birth to my dad at 45 years old in a barn in the middle of nowhere, not in a hospital, without pain medication. You know, hey Parrot Mama, welcome back. And that's why, like, I guess I kind of, you know, I guess maybe I just got set off last night when Metal Rain brought up, you know, it being dangerous for older women to have babies, and I had to kind of set him straight on the fact that, you know what, babe, it's dangerous no matter what age you are having a baby, especially now in America. But yeah, so just wanted to let him know that, and he's like, "Is that just in Georgia?" No, it's the whole country. And I don't think men understand that. You know, I don't know about you. I don't know about you women. I don't know what your doctors are asking you. Are your doctors asking you if you're pregnant or have any chance of being pregnant when you go to the doctor? Like I literally had to ask these doctors why. You know, why you're asking me that? Because I would probably tell you that if I knew it. I would know it. And my doctor's answer was, well, now there's some kind of law where here, at least here in Georgia, I don't know about where you guys are, or maybe you don't know about this, but your doctor has to know if you're pregnant or may be pregnant, and find out if you're pregnant, so that they can tell the police, so that the police can police you and make sure that you don't harm your baby. Or harm yourself while you're pregnant. Like, what? What the fuck? So I just, you know, and it's always the same thing when I go see the doctor. He's like, are you pregnant or could you be pregnant? God, I wish. But no. Unless there's some kind of miracle and God has come down and blessed me with baby Jesus, then no. The only thing I'm pregnant with is music. Yep, all women. I don't know where you guys are. I don't know what state you live in. I don't know what. But it would be interesting what your doctor would say to you if you said, why do you need to know if I'm pregnant? Or maybe, you know. Of course, some doctors, they just do it for regular routine checkup. But I asked my doctor, why do you ask me this every time when you literally know I'm celibate? You have a child and it's not fun. Aw, sweetheart. I think it would be so much fun to have a child. Oh, your child's father makes it difficult, okay. Oh, really? The doctor asked you that question when you went to the hospital, really? Yeah, some doctors are, I think doctors, see, I always felt that doctors did it as just a routine checkup kind of thing. But then actually I did confront my doctor. I was like, why do you keep asking me this question when you know? You literally know that I'm celibate. Like, it's not, like, I'll make sure you're the first one to know if it happens. Before the daddy. He laughed. So you can run and tell the cops. We both had a good laugh over it, though. And I guess this started here in Georgia in, like, between 2017 and 2020, of course. You know, because they're all about pushing their agenda on making sure there's laws about our vaginas and things. Sorry. Oh. My pussy is an outlaw. I mean, that's the next song I'm gonna write. What? Yeah, what's the date of your last period? Which actually I could probably tell you because I actually keep that stuff on file. which I think is very important for a woman's body. I think if more mothers and more doctors and there was more education out there about your moon cycle, how it affects you, and we learned as women together, what is it that makes the moon cycle so crazy? How can we help each other figure out the symptoms, not be so crazy? There's a lot of stuff about our moon cycles that we don't know growing up. We're just told, keep the quarter between your knees. You can get pregnant anytime. Like, no, you fucking can't. That is a myth. That is the stupidest fucking myth in the world. It was just made up to keep girls to be non-promiscuous. There's only a tiny little timeline in your moon cycle that you can get pregnant. So, but synthetic hormones to keep you from getting pregnant, gross. Them not teaching you, I say them as in doctors and medical professionals, not outwardly teaching, not openly teaching women about their bodies and their moon cycle is really what's ruining us as women, to be honest. So I feel like as a woman, I want to teach you women how to cope with that. So please get a tracker if you don't have one. That way okay, so the first 2 weeks before my moon cycle, I need to cut off the sugar, or I need to lay off the sugar, and I need to eat more whole fresh foods so that I'm less of a crampy, painful, aggravated bitch, when it comes time, we don't have partners that are more sensitive about the fact that men and women were actually created to have sex during this special time of the month because it's natural. No, you've got men going, ew, blood. Yeah, pussy, blood. And a lot of us women have seen much more of it than men in the last few hundred years. So, at the end of the day, there are certain aspects of your moon cycle, depending on what you eat, what you drink, what your activity level is, what you do, that are going to affect you on the 4 to 7 days that you have your cycle. Okay, or 3 to 7 days that you have your cycle. And then you get the 3 to 4 to 7 days you're ovulating and dropping eggs. So you're literally going crazy for 2 weeks. And they used to give women lobotomies for this. A lot of men are getting pregnant. If you don't like blood, just leave the chat, okay? If you don't like blood, you can't date me. Alright? If you don't like blood, just don't talk to me. Okay, boys? Maybe that's the difference between boys and men. I don't know. Okay, men? I'm not saying I like blood, but I'm just saying that, it is a very natural part of what us women do. So if you don't have someone to give you some comfort during that time of the month, give it to yourself and go get yourself a dark chocolate bar. It will help, I promise. It's like the best substitute for sex during that time of the month. And then you especially need a lot of nourishing after you've bled like that for a week. Like to restore and replenish, what your body has sloughed off. It's the best time to do detoxing too. Like, no alcohol, no sugar, no synthetic anything, just completely whole foods, and lots of rest, lots of water, chamomile tea. But I think that if a lot of us women had more access to knowing, more about our bodies and how food affects us, drinks affect us, sugar might affect us. Like, I used to just have, like, the worst moon cycles. And then I started thinking, like, okay, well, what is it that is affecting it so much? So little by little, I just kept taking things away from my diet until I narrowed it down to what it could be, making my moon cycle just so crazy to the point where I'm, like, just rolling around all day and night, screaming, oh God, oh God, oh God, please just kill me. So I finally am to the point now where I'm not doing that anymore. And my cycle is normal. I have been misdiagnosed with a thyroid problem, misdiagnosed with PCOS, misdiagnosed with this and that. And it was all, you know, just something that was a symptom of something that I had you know, toxins I had built up in my body. And I won't take birth control either. Like, I just won't do it. I think I took birth control like for 6 months in my life. And then when hair started growing in places like that hair on women don't belong, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Never again. Oh yeah, I'm much better now. Much better. That's so romantic. You got pregnant on the strawberry moon. Oh really? They told you were infertile. They lied. They just want you on their pills. They just want you on their medications so they can make a kickback from the FDA. They didn't want to tell you that whole foods and exercise and joy and happiness and good sex and good times and vajayjay steams are all you need. But yeah, I'm better, but I had to do a lot. Like I had to do a lot. Like I do the vajayjay steams and make sure that what I'm eating and drinking is mostly. No, it's I wish it was a White Claw. It does look like a White Claw can, but it's just, you know, a regular seltzer water. It's tangerine and lemongrass. I wish it was a White Claw. About to go in there and steal the last beer. Aww. He called the police on you for crying. Came back after postpartum. Wow. What are you drinking, Meryl? Yeah, I've never been pregnant and never had a chance of being pregnant because that just seems gross, like doing that with somebody that I'm not familiar with and don't know very well, and you know, it's just me. But some women love it. I mean, they'll go out there and they don't care, you know, they'll sleep with whoever they're attracted to and not use protection. And you know, and a lot of people are telling me that in the dating scene, and not just some of my closest girlfriends, but like even just some girls I talk who I grief counsel, you know, or do tarot card readings for, like girls, like guys, they won't date them, they'll stop dating, or they won't date them, or they won't go out with them, or they won't continue to go out with them if they have to have like protection, and if they can't like ejaculate into a girl. So a lot of the girls that I've been grief counseling, like they like if they don't want to do that, a guy will not date them or have anything to do with them. And I'm just like, gross. That's gross. Why do you want to just let some stranger do that in you? I'll never understand. You know, would you drink his cum? No. Well, then why would you let a stranger do that to you in the other hole? Doesn't make any sense to me. You're drinking poor people food? What? Oh, you ate poor people food for dinner. Okay. Well, I bet it's not pantry food. Natural selection. God. Did you eat taquitos, Meryl? Lighter and hairspray. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is the best blowtorch. In fact, I should probably go buy some hairspray and some lighters to protect myself in this house. Meryl, did I tell you that my neighborhood was under attack on Friday night? It's ridiculous. I've never had a taquito. I'll go look for one this weekend, I promise. Tyson honey, battered nuggets, and frozen fries. Oh, Meryl. sorry, honey. I wouldn't eat Tyson honey battered nuggets. If they were the last food on earth, I'd probably go out and eat the oak tree. And die. Because I'm allergic to it. But at least you have food, and that's what's important. I have never heard of taquitos before. I'm not acting like there's some ghetto food. Tyson honey battered nuggets. I made homemade spaghetti. I would have sent you and John some over, but nobody has been smart enough yet to create that kind of technology. I need a teleport Meryl, please, universe. Oh, and we had a salad, that's right. I want to be a mom. I do want to be a mom. But I ain't gonna have a baby with just anybody. Sorry. I just can't do it. Literally. You know, and being asexual, it's very difficult to find a partner. It's very strange to find a partner because, you know, we're those aces in that kind of community, so it's like you just never know what you're gonna get. And we're all different. No two asexuals are alike. Snack before you start drinking. Yes, I can adopt, but I actually want to have children because it's important to me because of who I am and where I come from. You know, but they won't just allow anyone to adopt. So with the financial situation I'm in, they would never let me adopt, whether I'd be a good mother or not. So I have to have my own. I guess. I mean, really, let's look at the requirements for adoption. So requirements for adoption is over 25, but varies by state. Being financially stable, which unfortunately I'm not. Having a stable living situation, a clear background check, which I have a completely clear background check. I don't have any like felonies. I don't have any misdemeanors. I've never been convicted of anything. I've never done anything bad. My living situation is pretty unstable, but it's stable for now. But the key component is demonstrating that you're financially stable. So I'm not financially stable, so you know, emotional and mental health stability, which I am. I mean, I have ADHD, but you know, and home safety. I'm not really sure how safe this home is, you know. You know, I don't really know that I have a support system either if I were to adopt. So I'm not financially stable. I'm not sure that I would have, you know, I have a wonderful neighborhood and a home for a child to grow up in, but it's still, it can be pretty unstable because he keeps moving in 17-time felons, pedophiles, and drug dealers and druggies upstairs and downstairs. I spent the last 12 years living between junkies and felons with a gun under my pillow. How can you tell an adoption agency that? You can't. Hey Texas, welcome back to the Chammy. How are you, dear? Have you fed your hummingbirds today, and did you clean the feeder? Oh, we love you too, Parrot Mama. Let's see, what about, okay, what are the requirements to adopt in Cyprus? So if I want to adopt a child from the Greek island of Cyprus, which is where we're from, I'll have to live there for 2 years and be at least 3 months older than the minor child. Wait, what? So applicants must generally be 25, by permanent resident of Cyprus or have lived there for at least 2 years, and be at least 3 months older than the minor they are adopting. That doesn't make any sense. I would hope that I would be 3 months older than the minor I'm adopting. So it looks like it's the same thing. For inter-country adoptions, U.S. citizens must follow the Hague process, but including filing forms for USCIS. But see, I'm a Greek Cypriot citizen, I'm an American citizen, and I'm a citizen of the United Kingdom. So I'm not really sure what all that means if I were to adopt, but look into sperm banks near me. What makes you think I have the money for a sperm bank? Huh? I mean, are you seeing like me winning the lottery or something? Did you hear that, Dad? Look into a sperm bank. Do you know how much that costs, a sperm bank? Have you actually looked that up, Parrot Mama? They would probably take one look at me and laugh, as like that girl in that movie, Pretty Woman, when she walked into those shops in Beverly Hills. Like, I wanted to have my eggs frozen in case I ever wanted to, like, you know, hire a pseudo mom to have a baby for me in the not too distant future. But it's so expensive. I mean, $400 for a vial of sperm. $400 to $2,000. The final cost is determined by a number of factors: donor type, sperm quality, insemination type, shipping and handling. I mean, I I'm gonna want somebody who's the same thing as me, probably, or close to my and donor profiles. I mean, $2,000, I could buy a new car.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're laughing about sperm banks and adoption, that's all.
Oh.
I've never seen that movie, Vivian. You tried it? What, a sperm bank for free? You saw a guy hold his wife. BJ would help pass kidney stones. Oh. You didn't clean today, but new food yesterday. Super busy today? Okay. What's the temperature been there, Tex? You gotta make some and put it in the fridge and stock up on it. What, you're only feeding one hummingbird, right? 85, it's not too bad. Yeah, you're gonna have to change it tomorrow, sweetheart. It probably already smells like dirty socks. You have 3 now? Yeah, you gotta change that, because they're migrating. They're coming back to Texas from the north. And you might just see them there all winter if you're lucky. I have 2 right now. It was 5 about a week ago, but now it's only 2. It's a female and a ruby-throated male. And today they were fighting out there. Yeah, they usually split, huh? Yeah. So I heard that one of the migratory paths is on land too. but I'm going to check it out and see what I can learn about it. The kind of birds that he's feeding is called a hummingbird because they're migrating right now. So I had rescued one and released it earlier this summer, and I just got really, I've always just like really been into birds. My sister and my mom and I, we raised cockatiels growing up, and I had the same cockatiel like all my life, and she died 5 years ago. Her name was Poncho. I don't really know if you can call her a she because she was a hermaphrodite, so she was both, she was male and female cockatiel. I don't know how that works out, or she was just a freak of nature, but we loved her. Oh, you saw one the other day? You saw a hummingbird? Where are you, Parrot Mama? Yeah, send me the link. I did see the thing that you sent me, Texas, about the guy who built the hummingbird, like, sanctuary thing. I really want to watch that. I just have had no time to myself. So all the hummingbirds and all the migratory birds, it's not just hummingbirds that are migratory. You know, warblers are, yellow warblers are, oh, so you're in South Carolina. Okay, go get yourself a hummingbird feeder and get yourself some sugar and some water and start making learning how to make it and put it up, because there's 30 billion hummingbirds and only 8 billion of us. So, and that's like all over Americas and South Americas. Like, they're not a European animal, or you won't find them on the other side of the world, across the pond. So it's only a North America, South American thing. That's where they come from. And they migrate this time of year. And what you have to understand about hummingbirds is they need that sugar water so they can make a migratory journey over the Gulf of Mexico that's 18 hours long, so that they can, you know, live in South America during the time in North America when it's cold and it's winter time. Many of them also flock to like Texas and Florida. California, they'll stay year round. Texas, they'll stay year round. Arizona, they'll stay year round. In Florida. But some of them will make the journey across the pond of Gulf of Mexico to live. It's on Amazon Prime. Okay, I'll look it up. They're just amazing creatures. They have 4 stomachs, but that doesn't mean that you need to put 4 Big Macs worth of sugar water out there, because depending on the weather, you're going to have to change it every day. Like right now, it's mostly in the 70s here, and the high it's really getting is 85, so it's like every other day I have to change it. But I've got to smell it every day to make sure it's still good, because if it doesn't smell fresh, they could kill them, and you don't want to kill them, because they could get like thrush from dirty feeders, and it could kill them like instantly. If they don't eat every 4 hours, they die. They will die. So because the flowers and everything are dying off in the north, and their food is becoming scarce, and it's getting colder up there, they're all coming down here looking for food. They eat flies, gnats, mosquitoes. If you hate the bug, they probably eat it. But they need that nectar from the feeders and flowers to be able to fly the way they do. They fly anywhere from 30 miles to 60 miles an hour, depending on, you know, what they're doing, where they're at, what their age is, things like that. Now you're probably wondering, like, how do they cross the Gulf of Mexico and not die in 4 hours? Is because they'll store up on their fat reserves. And it's that fat reserve that they'll burn off between here and there to get to the other side. I sometimes don't even know if I believe they migrate. I sometimes am not 100% sure they migrate. Like, I mean, I know they say what they say, but I think the one thing that bothers me the most about thinking about them migrating is like if they do fail to cross, you know, there's nowhere to go except down into the ocean. And they're so tiny. They're only like the size of your thumb. There's some really beautiful and rare ones in South America that don't come here. They have these beautiful like tail feathers that remind me of a peacock feather. Some people think their hearts are an aphrodisiac, so they've had to like crazy people down there in South America, I guess, I don't know. Really? Is this like PJs that you got from Amazon with stars and moons and kitties? Interesting. Maybe they're made out of the same material. But I think it actually is a PJ top. Like it's, or maybe, I don't know if it's a, I don't know, it could be worn as a dress or pajamas or a shirt. They have this one PJs on there that I want with strawberries on it. Yeah, I'll look up the documentary for sure, and then we can chat about it sometime in chat. Yeah, all the migratory birds are starting to come south. So put your bird feeders out for seeds, worms, dried worms, mealworms. Make sure you got a place for them to have water, bird bath. Put your hummingbird feeders out. Some people, when they're migrating, will get hundreds of birds at the same feeder. Like I haven't had that happen yet, but it's funny because I think it's funny that hummingbirds can't tell the difference between flowers, real flowers, and a feeder. It's kind of like us with AI. It's like, is it real? Is it not real? Yeah, it's the 999 portal today, so make a wish. I wish to win a lot of money. And go to Disney World. And a sperm bank. Kidding. I'm not kidding about Disney and the money, though. You can't cope anymore. You have to. So eat some chocolate ice cream, you'll feel better. I sometimes feel like that too. I do. I can relate, totally relate. Wake you up when September ends. But it's Summerween. I think September is an interesting month for sure. It's between summer and fall, and it's the end of summer. I'm gonna miss summer. I love summer. I love summer, spring, winter, and fall, but I like summer a lot. I find myself freezing to death in this house in the winter, so I'm not looking forward to that. Well, I'm gonna get spookier looking the colder it gets, so. In fact, I'm gonna do everything I can to keep this house warm and bright this winter. I don't know how, but I know the first thing I have to do, like I can't cope when it gets like cold, so no one can really, but I mean it gets so cold and uncomfortable in here, it's scary. So I'm going to, I think the best thing I could do, especially in this room, which is right above the dirt. I can't imagine how many bodies are buried under the house, but it gets the coldest in this room, for sure. Despite the fact that it is, comfortable. The cold air seeps through the old wooden floors, and there's no insulation. So I put my foot on the wooden floor and it's ice pick cold. So I'm gonna put some carpets down and hopefully that will keep it a little bit warmer in here this winter. And then thanks for saying that I'm beautiful, but I promise you I'm gonna get spooky. I'm gonna get spookier the colder it gets. You might only see my face. I have to have an Eskimo outfit on. It's gonna be so fucking cold, but I'm gonna try to make it the best I can. I mean, it really sucks. Like I'll have to put plastic on the windows, blankets on the windows. Ugh, it's ridiculous. And then if I want any sunshine, I have to freeze to death. Yeah, I'm your YouTube crush. Okay, awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that. No one's ever said that. I'm my YouTube crush too. So we have something in common already. Actually, my dog is my YouTube crush. So yeah, if anyone has any ideas on how to stay warm in a house that has no heat, let me know. Give me some ideas that won't burn down the house. I do have I have those oil space heaters. So Dad has one in his room, and then the roommate has one in his room, and then I'll keep one in the kitchen. Keep one in the bathroom. So then I've got 4 of them running, and then I have a space heater in here. But I make sure they all coming on at different times, so you can set little timers and things like that on them. So it's not like they're all running at the same time. And then one of the main things I make sure of is I make sure that I've got humidifiers going because, and I mean all year round too. If it's cold in the house and it's summer, you can still get really dry and dehydrated and ugh. And same within winter. The heat will get it really dry in the room. And what happens when you have a humidifier on in the room with the heat is the heat kind of grabs onto that moisture and then makes it even more hot. Kind of like makes it feel like tropical weather. So I am able to kind of keep a good balance of that in the daytime, but when the sun starts to go down, it's a fucking dark and cold hole. It's terrible. I mean, there's a lot of times you can see me bundled up, like, yeah, I'm freezing my tits off. I hate it. Do I have a wood oven? I wish. I have 2 fireplaces. One doesn't work because they capped it off and they cut the gas line because the gas was leaking. So I just put a piece of plexiglass over it so that, because it used to not be capped off and animals would come down the chimney and shit in my kitchen and eat my food. Now that's taken care of, but the fireplace in my room, it works very well. And it has a brand new thing on the chimney and everything, but it hasn't been cleaned since I moved in. So I'm not really sure how safe it is anymore to kind of burn a fire in there since I've been burning fires in there to stay warm over the last 5 years. Now they tell you to, they tell you to burn the creosote log, that should be fine, but I'm still not 100% sure it's safe. So I may ask someone to come out here and take a look at it this season. But the problem with that fireplace also is there's no flue. So the chimney flue is like, here I'll demonstrate with the tarot cards. So here's your fireplace, right? And there'll be this like thing that you can open up so that the chimney will let the smoke go up through the chimney, right? And then you can close it so that the cold air will stay out when you don't have a fire going. Or here's your fireplace, right? And there'll be like a little flap, and that flap is missing. And so I have to keep the fireplace, I have this fireplace screen, and then I have a painting behind the screen with a very thick piece of cardboard over the fireplace, holding it up against the brick, because if I don't, and then I try to like make sure that it's all sealed off, because if I don't, that cold air outside will just come right through that fireplace and barrel in and freezing my Greek statue off. But no, I don't have a wooden stove. The neighbors do though. But the humidifier seems to help in conjunction with the space oil heaters and the space heater I have. I'll just have to like keep watching the temperature on the. I have this little machine that tells me how cold it is in all the rooms. But yeah, get yourself a humidifier this winter. It'll make your whole life better. Promise. My house is 96 years old, so that would be 1929. What year is it? 2025. Take away 96. Yeah, it was born in 1929. Yeah, it's pretty old. And it's one of the original part of the house. So the house has been renovated several times and added onto. The house, part of the house is pre-Civil War. And the house used to face one way and have a different address, but when they did a renovation of it, see, in 1929, this went from being Cobb County to Fulton County. And they took most of the records of the homes and everything that happened here during the Civil War and put it down like at the Historical Society in Jonesboro. So if you don't know that, you're gonna miss that huge piece of history in this town. I live in an old mill village that's been here since pre-Civil War. Like some of the elders of the neighborhood, their families have been here since before the Civil War. So part of this house is it's just nothing but like brick and solid wood. So we've had to get several like Wi-Fi extenders just so the roommate can work on the other side of the house and get Wi-Fi through the wooden walls in his room. And that didn't even work for very long. So we've had to get really long Ethernet cables and put them around so that, they don't look messy. God, what a bitch it is to have to do that too, because you have to make sure that they're pinned in correctly, don't look annoying, don't make the house look weird and nobody trips over them. But it's better now, but then it hasn't been renovated since 1960. They did the add-on in 29, and they're saying the house was built in 1929. But I know this house, the original part of this house, is much, much, much older. And you can tell from the brick. Oh, that's interesting, because my kitchen ceiling is pretty much falling through right now. But yeah, I love my house. I couldn't really imagine living anywhere else unless it was, in Nashville with my drummer, in a house that was hopefully a little bit more comfortable than this one. I could see myself living in California, but I'd want to not be alone out there. I'd want to have my family and friends out there. I mean, I have friends out there, but I wouldn't want to be out there without my family. I've always wanted to move back though. Yeah, we're gonna get it secured. Not sure if I'm gonna do it with cork or if I'm gonna do it with a Bristol board. I was thinking that what I need to probably do, Parrot Mama, is go and get Bristol board and put it up over the hole, because the washing machine upstairs in the apartment upstairs is right above that hole. And if somebody pulls this, like, oh, excuse me, I'm yawning, pardon me. If somebody pulls this particular, like, hose out of the wall and they don't realize it, sometimes it'll fall out of the wall. It will leak all over the ceiling, into my kitchen, like a waterfall. Hey, Ari, welcome back, sweetie. But now that has not happened in about 2 years. And they're a little bit more like, hey, make sure you don't pull the hose out of the wall, instead of not telling new neighbors that move in. But I'm thinking about getting the Bristol board and just putting it up there, because it'll probably make it a lot more secure. I don't know. I just don't know right now. But yeah, the saggy kitchen ceiling. I should probably, you know, call the housing authority, but then I'd probably be even more homeless. I don't need to do that. And it sucks, because it's like, he won't give me a lease. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. So I'm just, expecting the money to buy the house and renovate it. Anytime now, any day now, it's on its way. Nobody calls it his house, they call it my house, so already is, pretty much. And I don't plan on moving unless, my drummer and I can find a place where Dad and everyone will be comfortable. And trying to find a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, anywhere in Tennessee, I mean, you might as well try to find one in California with, prices under $5K. I just can't believe Franklin, Tennessee, it's $5K for even a 3-bedroom house. It's just blowing my mind. Like, you could find a nice house in Malibu for that. If I had $5K to pay rent to any house, I would not be moving to Tennessee, that's for sure. I would definitely be moving to California ASAP. Did you hear me, Meryl? 4-bedroom there for $2K. Oh my God, that's what I'm looking for. I want a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, $2K a month. Because between Dad and myself and my drummer and the roommate, we could do that comfortably. You didn't take it because you didn't have the furniture for it? Who needs furniture anyways? It's a mansion, Parrot Mama? That sounds nice. What is considered a mansion these days? Is it a certain square footage? Is it a certain amount of bedrooms? Is it the way it looks? Is it where it's at? I don't know. You gotta start decorating your place. Hey, you gotta get your owl picture too. You don't need a 4-bedroom for you and John. You're right, you don't. But you never know. I mean, think of all the things you could do with 4 bedrooms. You could have your guest bedroom, you could have your playroom, you could have your bedroom, you could have your art room. Excuse me. I'm still yawning. I need to take a nap. I mean, there was a Greek girl I was friends with growing up. She had a mansion. Now that was a fucking mansion. That shit looked like a White House. You walk into it and the whole wall is curved and it's an aquarium as you go up the stairs. It was really beautiful. Hey, Mellow Rain, welcome back to the Chammy. How's your day been? You'd rather have a 2-bedroom with bigger rooms, yeah. God, I saw this beautiful house. My drummer sent it to me, and it was $1,800 a month on Facebook Marketplace, but it was like $5,000 on Zillow. I was so disappointed. That house could have stolen me away. But I also told my drummer, look, I don't need a bedroom. What am I gonna do with a bedroom, you guys? I don't need a bedroom. Just give me a fireplace. I told him I would much rather have a kitchen with new appliances and a backyard to, like, you know, hang out in with nature and my dogs and a fireplace. I don't need a bedroom. There's no reason for me to have a bedroom. I can get dressed and do my makeup and my hair in the bathroom. Just give me a closet, put my clothes in it, and I just give me a fireplace. I could throw the human dog bed in front of it, sleep every night, put that human dog bed away in a closet somewhere. I don't need a bedroom. What am I gonna do with a bedroom? Sleep in it? No, I'll be paranoid, stuck in a box with the door closed. That really freaks me out, you guys. I don't think I could do it. Especially with the light out. Alone. I mean, yeah, my dogs would be there, but I just don't. I would much rather have a fireplace. It makes much more sense to me to have a fireplace because if something happened, the lights went out in Georgia or Tennessee or California or wherever I was, that fireplace would save our fucking lives. If there was a tornado or an ice storm, snowstorm, lights went out, you can cook in that fireplace. You can stay warm because of that fireplace. I know I sound absolutely crazy. I'd rather have a fireplace in a bedroom, but well, now I'd really like a fireplace in the bedroom. So I'm looking for 3 and 4 bedrooms because I certainly want the guys to have their own rooms. I don't want any of that hanging around. Guys can be messy. Sorry, boys. You want a 1 bedroom, but you want the bedroom to be massive, yeah. You have no use for a 2nd bedroom. The zombie apocalypse. I can't believe that this house is like worth $800,000 on the market. It's like market value $800,000. Really? If you only knew, Zillow. If you only knew. Nothing works. There's no central heat and air. You're lucky if it's not going to cave in. I would say this house is probably, it's the land that's probably what is worth it. It's not the house itself. Oh, you sent me a picture. Okay, honey. Like if this house gets renovated, oh, that's pretty, honey. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen your house. You could easily find something like that on the outskirts of Nashville for $2K. But I'm not moving to Nashville to move to some podunk town called Antioch or Columbia. Just not doing it. I want to be like down the street from the best hospital. I want to be like down the street from, you know, my roommate's job. I want to be like down the street from a supermarket with a civilization. It kind of really freaks me out to live in the South already and be from the South. Please don't put me out in the boonies alone. It really freaks me out to think about it. You wish you could always keep your room spotless, but I just can't, honestly. I'd be too lazy to keep it. Yeah, me too. But it's not that it's messy or dirty or anything. It's just like, I don't always want to, I'm like one of those people, I wake up, I like to make my bed. But I don't always like want to make my bed, you know, Ari? But I'm one of those people. I do like to keep it tidy, but it doesn't. I don't always have that luxury because I am going through like a overhaul of all my things and all my stuff, and just trying to get rid of anything that triggers me, Ari. So if it triggers me, it's not going to be staying for long. I just cannot fucking stand clutter. So I think that's my biggest. I think that's my biggest. Yeah, my biggest thing that I don't like is clutter. I hate clutter. It's very uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. They found a new virus in squirrels? Really? I'm wondering, what is this virus you're talking about so I can make sure my squirrels are okay. Like, what can I do for the squirrels outside? I mean, why are they getting it? You mean zombie squirrels covered in oozing warts? The so-called bunny blight is actually a disease called cottontail papilloma. Is it that one? Squirrel pox? It really freaks me out. Let's look at pictures of it so I can see what it looks like. Okay, I don't think I've seen anything like this on the squirrels outside. Isn't it interesting how all these diseases are popping up and where are they coming from? Like, is the CDC just experimenting on all of us? So in gray squirrels, the pox virus is a subclinical infection that rarely manifests in disease. But in red squirrels, it causes ulceration with crusted lesions and scabs around eyes, lips, feet, and genitalia, and exudative dermatitis, which may be misdiagnosed due to other similar-looking diseases. So the squirrels I have are gray. I also live in a wildlife preserve refuge, so not really sure that a whole lot of squirrels from outside come in. Do I want to see your squirrel yet? You got a squirrel? I wonder if it's. I don't think it's gonna be. Is it? I don't think it's gonna be dangerous to humans. It's highly unlikely that some of the diseases that these animals get could give it to us. Okay, so there are diseases they can transmit to us, like rabies and Lyme and salmonella and things like that, but I'm not so sure that we could get pox from them. They bite and are aggressive. Wow. Oh good, the skin irritation hurt, but not as much as the second day. And what are you doing to treat it, Metal Rain? dying on the inside for you, Molly. Oh my god. I won't repeat it. Oh my god, oh my god. And there's nothing you can do about it either. I mean, you could have the healthiest overall immune system and boom. That can happen very easily with antibiotics. Oh my god, I can't imagine the pain you're in. Oh god, I hope you have good pain medication. You sent me a video? Okay. You're putting coconut oil in your belly button. Is that where the irritation is on your stomach there? I never really understood where the irritation was happening other than it was maybe coming from the seatbelt. I'm gonna go look, Metal Rain. I'm gonna go look. I'm tired. I don't want to see your belly button, Metal Rain. I didn't mean to say that. I'm looking at Meryl's squirrel. And it's a real squirrel. I do hope it goes away, Metal Rain. Has it been a month now? Has it been a month now since it started? Oh shit, fire and fall back in it. Meryl, my phone just died. So get some walnuts and nuts for it. They love nuts. I like to get them feed with like the corn and the sunflower seeds and the peanuts. And then they stay away from my veranda because I put it out by the trees. And then they're all good little boy and girl squirrels. But yeah, I guess it's been about a month since this irritation started, Metal Rain. Oh my god, he's eating a pine cone. I can't wait to see it. Phone, hurry up and charge. Oh, it's been going on for a month, and I think he's already been there and around with it, Parrot Mama. It sounds so irritating. But yeah, I mean, if the coconut oil is working, yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. You know, it could just be some kind of, irritation from your clothing, allergy from the seatbelt, whatever, and the oil is helping because of its holistic medicinal properties that help with things like that. Thanks for letting me know about that thing with the squirrels. That's good to know because I didn't know. I didn't know at all that there's some kind of, viral disease that they're getting. It says it's more prominent in red squirrels. A zombie apocalypse, like. Oh, that's so cool. How was the movie? Was it good? I'm not sure I've ever seen it. I mean, I'm sure I have, but I just probably don't remember. Come on, phone charge. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. It is now 2 a.m. Oh, it will be in a few minutes. I intended to watch Beetlejuice, but it's not available on HBO until October 1st. I am going to go to bed, and I'm going to watch the back of my eyelids. I was going to watch a movie, but I don't think I can make it through it. Oh, you're talking about the new Beetlejuice movie, right? Is that the one you're talking about? Wasn't that like the Scream last year was like the new Beetlejuice movie? I didn't go see it. Oh, the monsters, okay. I didn't hear anything about it. Which I find interesting because I'm into that kind of stuff and I love the monsters. It was directed by Rob Zombie. Well, that's interesting. It's very interesting. You're leaving Netflix soon? Yeah, I actually keep Netflix, and you're gonna laugh at why I keep Netflix, but I actually prefer some of their fireplaces compared to, like, say mine or the ones on YouTube, but I'm probably gonna be leaving it soon too. I'm tired of paying $8 to only watch fireplaces and one show on it. Pretty sure there's a lot of stuff on Netflix to watch, but I'm a YouTuber. I just want to chill out and watch YouTube videos when I'm trying to chill out. Or, and most of my volume of movies and everything is like over there on the wall in DVD, or VHS, or on Amazon Prime. Like, I couldn't find anywhere to find my favorite anime, which is Bleach. So, I got all the Bleaches over there that I could ever want to watch. Fucking phone died again. Meryl, it's gonna take more than 10 minutes to charge the phone. Like, it just died as I turned it on to go look at the scroll. So I will look at it, sweetheart, when the phone stops being dumb. Do I watch it? No, I haven't watched Wednesday on Netflix. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll watch part 1 and part 2. My smartphone is stupid. My mentor said that my connection and my relationship with animals reminds her of Wednesday Addams and her connection with some bird that she has. Does Wednesday Addams have a crow or a raven or something? I don't know. I've had a lot of people say I remind them of Wednesday Addams or Letitia Addams, and yeah, I can see it. Living in a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. I mean, that was always a dream of mine. I just thought that the house would maybe be a little bit, maybe it would be painted black with purple accents, and maybe on the inside it would be a little bit more gothic and modern than gothic and 1960s. So it feels like Goosebumps from Nickelodeon with a modern twist. Oh, yeah, that's sad. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, if I was a director, casting director, writer out there in that kind of business, you would not be finding that in any kind of Addams Family's anything. Goosebumps. That show was just so. How do you donate? So there's several different ways. You can use Super Chat, or you can use PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. I personally prefer Cash App, but I'll take PayPal, I'll take Venmo, and I'll take Super Chats as well. I'm not picky. And in the description are the links. Though I don't know how difficult it is to get to those. So I will put them in the chat. But the Super Chat button is over there. It's like by the chat where you put in chat to chat. So if you donate today, I should get paid. I think they pay us YouTubers on the 20th. Between the 20th and the 23rd. If you do Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, I'll get it today. And I really prefer Venmo and Cash App over PayPal, but I'll do PayPal. I mean, I just have a kind of some beef with PayPal right now. In fact, I would close the account if I could, but I can't yet. I prefer Zelle as well, but I don't want to give everybody my Zelle because I don't know how to. Oh, excuse me. In fact, if I could just get rid of the bank account and have my money somewhere else or through something else, I probably would, too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Metal Rain. Exactly. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Parrot Mama. I try to not let it get me down. If you saw my bank account, you'd laugh at me. And then you'd be like, now that's fucking depressing, Stormy. But I'm not gonna share these. It's pretty embarrassing. But at least the car's fixed and we have food. That's what's important. All the bills are paid and got a roof over my head and the dogs have food and Dad has food. And that's what's important. So when I do go and I look at the bank account and it's not exactly what I like to see, I'm like, oh, it's great to be a millionaire today. It's great to be the richest woman here. You know, I have to turn my thoughts around because I can't continue anymore in my life to continue to be depressed about anything. Because I don't want to add to any more of the chaos that's going on in the world. And there's other things that like to be depressed about. And I don't often get depressed, so when I do, it's really something serious, I guess. And I have had the summertime blues, but I'm crawling out of it now that I'm crawling into fall. Yeah, it was the transmission issue after all. It was driving only in reverse. Thought I was going to have to drive in reverse from the supermarket all the way home the other night, but You'd have to warm up the car for a few minutes, and then it would finally go into drive so that we could go home. But I knew it was just the transmission filter that needed to be changed. But what it really was, it wasn't so much the transmission filter, fluid filter that needed to be changed, Metal Ring, as much as the transmission fluid. And there's like a special like pump we could buy to get that old transmission fluid out. But I can't find one. So instead I just changed the filter and put, well, Dad and I changed it together and then put the transmission fluid in it. But yeah, it was the transmission after all. So now that the transmission's fixed, I've got to get a boot for the inner left side of the axle. I've got to get some new tires. We also have to wash, buff, and wax the car before it gets too cold. Oh, excuse me. And there's this one canister that has something to do with like the cabin. Like if there isn't enough carbon in that particular canister, like gasoline fumes and engine fumes can pour into the cabin of where the driver and the passenger sit. It can be rather uncomfortable. So we got to work on that too. And I need to help Dad change the fan as well. So we got a lot of work we got to do in the next 6 weeks to get the car together so that it's at top peak performance, because it is older than Taylor Swift, so she may have fallen asleep. Ari might have fallen asleep. Your brother got his transmission fixed, but it was like $5,000. It's probably because he got a new transmission. I mean, if anybody's charging $5,000 for a transmission fluid filter change, send them to my house. I'll take $500 to do it. But he probably had a new transmission put in. Oh, excuse me. I'm so bad. I'm so sleepy. If anybody wants to get a paid reading, go ahead and make your payment now, and I'll do your reading. And I will put you down for a free one if we don't do the free one tonight. Okay, so Meryl said the Wednesday Addams one is it's childish. I don't want to see 13-year-olds courting each other and making out all the time. It's gross. What? What? Is that what's going on with the Addams family now? Pushing sex on kids? That makes me very uncomfortable. Is that what's going on, Meryl? I don't know if Meryl's still there, but... It's supposed to be a teenage drama, but they're like all in their 20s, right? Not much different than the Wonder Years. It's a gothic Wonder Years. God help us all. Oh, they're ruining everything. Stop ruining everything that's classic about the Addams Family, Hollywood. Just fucking stop. Yeah, I think she's in middle school. Yeah, yeah, it's middle school. You're right, Meryl. You're right. I don't remember her ever being in elementary or in high school. It was always middle school. Spirit, how old is Wednesday Addams? 16. The character's actually just 16 years old, making her a junior at Nevermore Academy. Where did they come up with this shit? Edgar fucking Allan Poe High School. Nevermore High School. Like, what? Thank God in the original Addams Family movie they didn't push stupid names on us like that. And see, that's where this is the thing about Hollywood that really pisses me the fuck off. Instead of actually hiring somebody who is of the same age, who can actually relate to it, they hire all these people who are so overtly much older than the actual characters, like 90210. A fucking 27-year-old playing a teenage boy. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Pardon my French. I mean, I want to watch kids playing kid parts, not adults playing kid parts. Like, remember when they actually hired kids to play kids? Well, I mean, I guess we're lucky that not all movies look like Pixar yet, so, or are AI generated. Yeah, the kitty porn shit. If you're seeing that in there, like, that makes me really uncomfortable. Anything like that makes me like really uncomfortable. That's not what the Addams Family is about at all. And I think that would really, really piss off the creator of the original creator of the Addams Family, to know that was going on in 2025 in his within his work of art and creation. It's just stupid. Yeah, so it's like Teen Wolf meets Hogwarts meets Goosebumps. Ugh. Can't we just have Addams Family? Ugh. I just don't see Wednesday Addams as a girl who would like be twerking. I think that she would despise the girls that twerk. Don't you, Meryl? I mean, that's who Wednesday Addams is. I think Wednesday Addams would like despise that kind of thing as well. Then again, all the actors in Three's Company are late 20s, early 30s, playing early 20 characters. But at the same time, it's different. It's like you don't have Suzanne Summers at 27 years old trying to play a 16-year-old, or you don't have, her at even 23 years old playing a 16-year-old, even though she kind of sounded and looked like one from 2025. It's the rest of it that's a mess. So, Metal Rain, my friend, said that she had a meal of misfortune in Kentucky, and it was definitely misfortunate. She didn't enjoy it at all. Wow, I've never seen a squirrel eat a pine cone. What a cutie pot pie. I want more videos of squirrely. Okay. My phone's at 5%. Let me see if it'll let me watch it again. 1 second. See, okay, let me turn it down a little bit because it's too bright. it's kind of blurry too, but that could just be because my phone sucks and yours doesn't. It's super cute. I've never seen a squirrel eat a pine cone. What's really funny is they'll eat the mushrooms that grow in the yard, and then they'll all get really playful. It's so cute to watch them get high off the mushrooms in the yard and then play around and do backflips and the chipmunk. I have chipmunks. I have squirrels. I have church mice. I have honeybees. I have sweat bees. I have all kinds of butterflies. I have hummingbirds, cardinals, wrens, chickadees. Blue jays don't come around too much. I have owls. I do have owls. The hawks don't come around too much. The eagles don't come around too much. They're too busy off in the deeper woods. Sometimes I'll get a fox, but they don't really come around anymore either. They're more off in the woods since they probably feel a lot safer. But also, oh my god, I have indigo blue buntings. Have you guys ever seen indigo blue buntings? They're so beautiful. Yeah, and you know what's interesting is I think I read somewhere that blue jays are like, they're in a raptor family, but they don't consider them that. Blue jays are birds of prey moving forward to, oh, that's right, that's what it is. They're birds of prey. Yeah, while they're not birds of prey, they do share some characteristics with raptors. They're beautiful creatures. Blue jays are just so fucking beautiful. But they can be really evil too. Did you know that blue is like the most rare color in nature? But yeah, blue jays are beautiful. And you know what's interesting about blue jays is they kind of look like a blue cardinal. They kind of have the same shape and stuff, that little mohawk. They're such beautiful creatures. I love them. They're all animals. Does anybody remember 120 Minutes? I stay up late every Sunday night to watch that shit when they had it out. And they've had 120 Minutes for many, many, many years. I don't know if they still have it, but I remember watching it up until the 2010s at least. Nirvana ruined everything. God. Honey, it was Backstreet Boys and 98 Degrees and Britney Spears who ruined everything. I'm kidding. Actually, I love all music, so I'm just trying to make you laugh, Metal Rain. But it was definitely 98 Degrees and the Backstreet Boys that ruined everything, not Nirvana. Yeah, Headbangers Ball. Headbangers Ball, man. That's what we all need to watch right now. Fucking Headbangers Ball. And 120 Minutes. But yeah, it was... Oh, and Jessica Simpson ruined it all. Yeah, not Britney. Jessica, definitely. Did you hear me, Jessica? Jessica Fishlips Simpson. I apologize if you're a Jessica Simpson fan, but I just can't. I can't listen to her sing. I can't listen to her talk. I just can't do it. I would rather listen to Nails on a Chalkboard. Yeah. No, offense. Now, there is one record that I do like that Jessica Simpson put out, but she's never, ever put music out like that again. So, unfortunately, I'll probably never listen to her music again. But I would definitely have to say that I think that music was still good throughout the 90s and the early 2000s. But what happened is bands like these boy bands that, you know, they wanted to keep doing that New Kids on the Block thing and keep that kind of thing going. And it's just so boring to me. It's so boring to me listening to music, having to watch people who dance and lip sync. What, the bridge in one of Jessica Simpson's songs is in your top 5 of all favorite bridges? Well, that's fine. That's you, Meryl. Okay, I have personal reasons. Personal reasons you'll never, ever, ever understand about Jessica Simpson, okay? You won't get it, even if we sit down and talk about it. Remember, I grew up with these girls, and I ran in those circles, and, I mean, you see things, you hear things, you watch things. It's just, it's like if I stand for nothing, I'll fall for anything. Well, what song is it? What Jessica Simpson song is your favorite song, top 5 of all bridges? Which one is it? Of course she didn't. Think she's gonna write anything? Other than her name? She's so superficial. I mean, I can't even, like, you can be a great singer, a great songwriter, whatever, but when it comes to, like, the superficiality, I can't relate. It doesn't matter how good a song is. Yeah, it could be a great, wonderful songwriter, but if the performer is not somebody I want to listen to, you know, I'm going to miss the song. You'd rather hear Poison than Nirvana? I would really rather listen to Mozart than any of them, so, I mean, I guess I'm a nerd then. Hey, welcome back, Parrot Mama. But which song is it, Meryl? Send it to me on Facebook. I'll listen to it sometime. Whiskers is your cat? I mean, I don't know, Meryl. I mean, Wicked Hard to me is like definitely not Jessica Simpson. We may have had this conversation about this song too, but it's been a while, and it probably was before I got in the car accident. Rose says she vomited blood. You have to take her to the vet. How old is the cat? So then what is it you think of when you hear her name? I hear nothing, Meryl. Whiskers, not Rose. Whiskers is 16. I know I'm talking about the cat. There's only one album I like that Jessica Simpson put out. I don't know, maybe the song you like is from the same album. I don't know. I won't know yet until you send it to me. And at this point, I can't even remember that album or what it was called or what any of my favorite songs are on it. But I really, when that album came out, it was like, oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that she's actually doing some music that sounds great. In fact, you know what? I don't even remember the last time she put out an album. I know she got on stage somewhere and sang a cover song recently. What cover song was it? I can't even remember it. It was like, God, what song was that? My phone's still at 5%. If I open Instagram to look, I'm gonna... So she's literally blocked on my Instagram account now. And the reason that she's blocked is because she was flirting hardcore with a friend of mine who's married while she was still married before separating from her husband. And that kind of thing really doesn't rub me very well either. So that was a huge turnoff. So if you talked to me about this a year and a half ago or two, I probably would have been like, yeah, I love Jessica Simpson. But I don't really know where her morals or her head is or who she thinks she is. But nosing your business into a married couple's life and putting your tits out there for it and really putting yourself and your reputation on the line while your husband's at home, okay, and you're still with him, and you're not separated, and the other person is very married too, this is not something that I look up to in somebody. I find it to be, so this is my personal reason, Meryl. I don't want you to think that it's like, I don't want you to think that it's because of any other reason other than I just don't think, if it was something that they could all just keep to themselves, like, we don't want to see that kind of thing with her. I know I don't want to see that kind of thing with her. So it really shows me her true colors as a person. It really shows me that she has zero respect for his wife and had zero respect for her husband. And I can show you some things if you want to see it, Meryl, for yourself to prove to you that I'm not just talking shit. But my respect level for her went way down here over the last couple years, unfortunately. It has nothing to do really with her music or the way she sings or anything like that. I told you already, I really like that one album she made, and I can't remember it because she doesn't talk about it or sing any songs from it. She's out there singing cover songs, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, but Britney Spears and Jessica Simpson will never sing, write songs, or play guitar like Amy Winehouse, okay? So, I know you're not a fan of Amy Winehouse, though, Rain, and that's fine. But at the same time, we all have to remember and respect the dead and try not to speak ill of them. Because Amy can't speak for herself, okay? Britney can still speak for herself. Jessica can still speak for herself. Amy's very dead, okay? And neither Jessica Simpson, in my opinion, nor Britney Spears will ever have half the talent in their little pinkies that Amy Winehouse had. I know that I probably sound like a cunt and a bitch saying that, but that's just how I feel about it, and that's the end of the story for me when it comes to Amy Winehouse. I might feel differently if she was dead. If she was alive and not dead, and she had an actual chance to make more records, and we actually could see where she went with her alcoholism or her drug use or her future without it, but I just feel like at the end of the day, during that time when Jessica Simpson and Britney Spears and it was very prevalent that artists like Alanis Morissette, artists like Shirley Manson, artists like Bjork, artists like Amy Winehouse. I feel like these are women that like were able to like overcome some of that fucking where, some of their talents were definitely something that were very far more deeper than some of the cash cows that were getting pushed on us at the time. No, I understand, Meryl. I understand that. And I would way rather watch and listen and hang out with Britney Spears than I would Jessica Simpson. Yeah. Even though essentially Britney Spears did the same thing to the same man that Jessica Simpson also approached. But Britney Spears wasn't in a committed, loving, happy, harmonious marriage, supposedly, with 3 kids either. And she wasn't saying something to him that was nasty and naughty and disgraceful. Okay, she was just dancing and she smacked her butt. And that's it. She didn't say anything rude or anything that would have been disrespectful to him or his wife or his family. She was just kind of giving him a nod to him and his work. Well, yeah, sadly, I think everybody's had, not Brittany, but had Jessica. God bless her soul. I'm Loving Angels instead. Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful song. Definitely. We're all loving angels instead, aren't we? Yeah, I remember that song. It's good. But nobody's better than Amy Winehouse. Not even me. I absolutely love Amy. Sadly, it's like the only female artist I've been able to relate to in a really long time. There's a couple other ones. I just haven't really shared them with you guys, talked about them, because we don't always talk about music like this. Yeah, it was probably really uncalled for that she got booed anywhere, but really? Did you not realize that she wrote all her own music and played it and produced it? I mean, I'm just saying, okay, as somebody like me who like loves jazz, the art of jazz, and has studied jazz and funk most of my life, I just think that it was pretty incredible to see and hear what she did. My mom would probably agree with you though, Meryl. She wasn't too fond of Amy, but I liked Amy a lot, because at the end of the day, all I had, was me, myself, and I, and my guitar, and there were not, and have not been, a lot of girls, who have been very successful like that, which, I mean, there have been, but at the same time, it seemed like what she had been doing and what she was working for was a little bit more authentic than, say, Dido, who was like her biggest competition. It just seems so much more authentic than some of the other girls that were in the same music industry as her. What do I think of Yngwie Malmsteen's guitar playing? Well, I think he's a fascinating guitar player and a fascinating songwriter. I'm just not so sure about that ego. Okay. I mean, I think I liked Joe Satriani's laid back, nice and easy attitude a little bit more. But Yngwie Malmsteen is like, he's like a fucking Mozart on guitar. You're right. Yes, he has main character syndrome. You're very right, Mel Rain. You're very right. Well, you have to understand about something about Nora Jones is that that's Ravi Shankar's daughter. So her roots in music probably go a little bit further than Amy's, in the fact that she probably grew up in a very multi-musical genre type of life, with her dad being Ravi Shankar and her mother being who her mother was and what they were doing in music. And I don't think a lot of people realize that Nora Jones is Ravi Shankar's daughter and how incredibly talented he is and was, okay? And the things that he did during his generation in music. And I'm glad that we have Nora Jones. I really like Nora Jones a lot. And I appreciate Nora Jones because, you know, her voice is beautiful, her music is original, her vibe is cool and laid back, nice and easy. And she is Ravi Shankar's daughter. Okay? Had she not been Ravi Shankar's daughter, I would still really like her too. I think that Nora Jones's music is not as edgy as Amy's. Amy was actually singing from some of the experiences that she had, and singing from some of her stuff was just a little bit more edgy, because I don't think that Nora had the whole influence of drugs and alcohol going on in her life in the way that and you know, we've never seen Nora Jones strung out or drunk, so I don't think that she was getting drunk or, you know, doing drugs while being a rock star. Whereas Amy, I don't understand at the end of the day, how did Amy become such a alcoholic druggie? And that is something I've never understood. I've never understood it. Imagine if Yingling Malmsteen played for Ozzy. I can't. Oh, Meryl, you don't sound like a hater, sweetheart. When I think of authentic original voice that transmits, I think of Karen Carpenter. Oh, yeah. I would never, ever say Amy Winehouse was better than Karen Carpenter. Fuck no. Okay? And they're both dead. But Karen Carpenter, my God. They don't make women like that anymore. And if they do, cherish them if you find one. Because we've only just begun. Oh my God, no one sings like her anymore. No one writes songs like that. No one plays like that. Where the fuck are all the women like Karen Carpenter? Oh yeah, I'm 100% sure that Ileana's music would be so much better without the meth. And that's what I'm saying about Amy Winehouse. And Britney Spears as well, who had a serious issue being an implant and also being a tool, instead of being able to just be a child and grow into herself or whoever she was going to grow into. Man, why aren't we doing this as a podcast every week or once a month? Or we just sit here and talk about music and how we feel about it and the history of it. That'd be so much fun. So maybe I'll start doing that. If you guys want to join me, you can. Yeah, I could see that. Metal Rain over John Bonham. I could see that. I know you meant Karen Carpenter. I can see that. It's like the big controversy over Adele winning over Beyonce, and you know that. But I'm sorry. Now it's 2025. It's time for the industry to change. I know what the change is, and I know what it will be. But you know, I just don't know how all the superficial people will feel about it. I'm just so tired of superficiality in music. People want to be they want to be famous so bad that they'll do anything. They'll say anything. They'll stand for nothing and fall for anything. And I don't want to be an artist like that. I don't want to be remembered for that. That's not me. That'll never be me. Also, you know, I was born famous, so I'm not as eager as many other people to hurry up and get famous for anything. I mean, some of the shit I've seen blows my mind. Like, I can't even believe it. Some of the shit that people are doing, saying, sharing. Well, you also never hear anybody covering Karen Carpenter. Let alone that other one that she sings one of my favorite songs, Working Girl, and she also wrote that song, You Just Call Out My Name. Is that one? Oh God, fuck. I'll send it to you. I'll put it in chat. Let me just find it in chat. And she's such a good singer too. I can't remember the name of the song though. You've Got a Friend, that's what it is. She wrote You've Got a Friend, that's right. Carole King. Yes. We said it at the same time. Carole fucking King. That bitch, I love her. You know who else is really good and was one of my favorite songs and was one of my first records my mother ever bought me? I love this song. It goes, I learned the truth at 17, that love was meant for beauty queens, high school girls with clear skin smiles. They married young and then retired. Janice Ian. God, so good. And I remember my mom
all about staying one step.
getting me this record so that she could bring up the subject of sexuality and how people are different and how talented people who are different can still be compared to yourself or maybe others. Because Janice Ian, wasn't she like one of the first, nobody ever talks about her anymore. Is she even still alive? Wasn't she like one of the first women to like break her silence about being a lesbian? I just love her music. She's fantastic. I could totally relate to this song too. Mom's record player looked more like furniture. I have a pretty cute record player. I wish I had an 8-track. Jag, make me an 8-track if you see this. Give me an 8-track player, please. Bring it back. I have so many collectible 8-tracks and don't have an 8-track player to play. They probably wouldn't play anyways because they're so old and crispy. I'm at 10%. Yeah, Fiona was here earlier. We were talking lipstick and nail polish. You know, Meryl, I don't even know if I have heard Karen Carpenter's Don't Cry For Me Argentina. I mean, I know I've heard Madonna's, which I think Madonna has a beautiful voice. At least she did at one time. Like those years when she made that baseball film, that whole album, that Take a Bow song. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that voice, that voice. I'm not too keen on her early years where she sang, like, don't get me wrong, I love Shooting Star, I love Like a Virgin, I love that whole era, but I'm glad that she really came into her own voice. I don't know about now, but that whole era of her voice is really beautiful. I think that Madonna is a fantastic mezzo-soprano, but I prefer her baritone singing voice. Yeah, A League of Their Own. Yeah, A League of Their Own. He always sings Top of the World at the top of his lungs. That's so cute. I absolutely love her song, Live to Tell. That's, I feel that song very deeply, and feel it very deeply as well. Yep, Adam Sandler singing Holiday is pretty fucking funny. I like it a lot. God, do you remember how much propaganda and bullshit was all around that fucking Just Like a Prayer video? Oh my god. People went nuts. Absolutely batshit crazy. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm Catholic schoolgirl and that comes out, I'm like, yeah. That's awesome. Oh yeah, her cover of American Pie was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it too. That song kind of depresses me though. But yeah, I love her cover of it. It's a great song. I don't think anybody's ever covered it ever again. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys was drinking whiskey and wine, singing this will be the day that I die. People went out of their minds. I know, and it just about my love video came out. Oh my god. Oh. It was like, oh, okay, so the president got a blowjob at the Oval Office. Okay, whatever. But Madonna, she's showing her boobs in church. And kissing girls and writing sex books. Let's burn her at the stake. Oh yeah, I like the Rain song. It's beautiful. How that music used to make me smile, yeah. I'll check it out tomorrow. I haven't listened to that song in years with her singing it. I have to go to bed because I haven't slept well. I went to bed at the butt crack of dawn, and usually that's when this little chickadee wakes up. I haven't had any medieval naps in a month, and I am not sleeping well, so I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow if I can hit it or not, Meryl. I thought of you last night when I was going through my music book because the Mariah Carey song I want to cover popped up in my music book, and I'm like, oh, I have to do that song because I got all ready to do that song, and then I didn't do that song I did some other song. Smoke a few cigarettes first. Should I do a bong hit and a cigarette first? I don't know. I probably don't need to do any of that. I don't even smoke anymore. I quit smoking, Meryl. A long time ago. But I still have urges to. And it's kind of like, you know, when someone eats something really yummy and I can't have it, I'll be like, can I smell it? So if somebody smokes, like if I smell cigarette smoke, it still smells really good to me from far away, but I don't want to smell it on my clothes or taste it or smoke it, or ashtrays disgust me. And he might be doing that because maybe he's a member. He's a member, so maybe it gives him the #1 spot because he's a member. Hey Meryl, I'm curious. Did it suggest to you as a member the members only video I put out? I'm just curious if it gave you a notification at all. I'm going to be making more member-only videos, so maybe we can test that theory in the not-too-distant future, because I'm going to start doing tarot card readings on the channel again. And then if anybody wants to get the extended, they can purchase the membership. I'm also going to start doing my members-only music shows. Sorry, I had so much on my plate, I haven't been able to keep up with the things I want to do on YouTube, but I'm trying to change that and make more room for that. Smoke a few cigs first. I love Madonna's song Take a Bow. Oh my god, I love that song so much. So beautiful. Okay. This sounds like you burped on the last note. Send me the link to the song, please, so I can listen to the whole thing. I am exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I feel like I didn't sleep all weekend because, like, the neighborhood was under attack on Friday night, and then I was too afraid to go to sleep by myself on Friday night, so I stayed up all night Friday night, Saturday morning, and then I had 3 hours of sleep on Saturday morning when the sun came up, and then I worked all day on Saturday and drove myself crazy until 2 or 3 a.m. again. Fell asleep finally, but then woke up on Sunday and it was like same shit, different day. Oh my god. And I need to go back to being able to have more time to have more medieval naps, which is the 2 sleeps I need to take, because what I've been doing is I've been doing I'll just do 6 hours, and then I'm in so much pain by the time the 6 hours is up, but I'm so sleepy I don't even give a fuck. But I'm not sleeping well because of the pain. And I'm all out of CBD, and I'm all out of pain medication, and I have to wait till I make some money or get paid or do something pretty soon here so that I can go get some CBD and get some CBG and get some aspirin, Tylenol. I took some of my last ones today, so it was okay when I was doing some of the work I needed to do. I felt a lot better, but now it's just all worn off, so I'm gonna go take a hot shower. I'll think of you all while I bathe. Think of me while you bathe, and I'll be back tomorrow, nice and clean and shiny, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We can do tarot card readings. We can talk about music. We can talk about tarot, whatever. It was great to hang out with everybody tonight. Thank you so much, Meryl, for coming back and hanging out. Bitches, let's fuck crazily. Okay, I can't wait to hear it. Thank you, Metal Rain. Thank you, Meryl, for chatting with music. You know, it's my #1 subject that I want to talk about all the time. Maybe we can do that podcast in the future. I would just love to do something like that with you guys. Thank you, Molly, for coming by and moderating and hanging out. Thank you, Fiona, for coming by and hanging out. And Parrot Mama, thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us. And everyone and anyone who came by, if I forgot your name, forgot to say it. Ari, thank you so much for coming by. Texas, thank you for coming by. I'm going to go to bed. Or couch or human dog bed or something. I don't know yet. But sweet dreams when y'all get there. Be good to yourself with your thoughts. And, yeah. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Mwah. Kalanita. Sweet dreams. Music is sacred. Good night.